everybody. So today we are actually in Fish Hoek, a town just south of Cape Town city centre. We took a train here yesterday from Cape Town and then we got here about noon time. So this is our new friend Donald. So we've been couchsurfing with Donald since yesterday and we're here for a few days. So Donald told us that there's a very interesting place just about 30 minutes or so south from here, which is the home of penguins. So we're really excited.
So today is the day we play with the penguins.
So we're right now just driving along the coast, and unlike what we saw in our last video, this isn't the Atlantic, it's actually the Indian Ocean. So the water is much warmer here. We got to play in it yesterday, and then now that we're driving up there, I believe even the penguins are on the same coastline. So they somehow prefer warmer waters at this point. The water was actually not too warm, it wasn't as cold as the Atlantic either. It was somewhere around 20 degrees, but we enjoyed playing in it. On the Atlantic side we nearly froze, so this is a lot better. But the views here are just incredible. All of these homes are on the slopes of the mountain. It looks really reminds me of those pictures we've seen of Cinque Terre in Italy.
Yeah.
And the color of the water is just so incredibly blue. Bye.
We just got the tickets. It's 215 rand per person if you're a foreigner.
It's actually pretty expensive, but if you're South African, you only pay 50. And if you're part of Africa's list of countries, like even if you're from Zambia, from Tanzania, Kenya, then it's only 100. But we're finally in, and now we are about 100 feet away from the penguins.
Okay, dann machen wir noch ein Video und geht's
There's one little penguin throwing up sand. It's burrowing a hole.
So these penguins are actually called as African penguins. It's a very special species that only lives here at the Cape of Good Hope. So Boulders Beach actually is a little home for them. So there's hundreds of them here.
I could not believe that there are so many penguins all at one single spot. I thought there would be like a
Spread
few
out.
here and a few there.
But they're all just here. These penguins are actually very different compared to the ones you see further south in Antarctica. So these are more used to the warmer temperatures here. That's why they're out here in the sun, in the heat. And the temperature is about 25 to 30 degrees during summer.
And they're not very tall. They're just like maybe maximum 2 feet
Yeah.
tall. And each of them weigh like 2 to 5 kilos.
So they're really small and they're really awkward, like they're wobbling around, walking around. It's really fun to see. And unlike the typical penguins that we see on like movies and stuff, or probably down south in Antarctica, these don't have the typical tuxedo appearance.
They have spots on their chest, and this spot is different for each penguin. So it's like our fingerprints. And also I can see a tiny red something above their eyes, and that is supposed to work like their cooling system for the body.
Yes, these penguins also mate for life. So when one penguin meets another, they're pretty much together 90% of the time of their lives. And this is what is that? Looks like an eagle. Seagull.
And also they have 3 different types of howls or something. One is to attract their mates, one is for defending themselves from other animals, and then the third one is just a call out to search for their partners.
Yeah, so these kind of very interesting things we're just learning about here. But what's also crazy is there are so many people coming to see them. It's almost like they're now more humans than penguins
I
right
think
here.
the penguins are watching the humans.
But everywhere you see this board that says don't feed the penguins, don't disturb them. They might even bite, they might attack. So they're feisty little creatures. And while they walk funny on land, like we just learned that they are so much more majestic when it comes to swimming in the water. So we just saw one of them waddle all the way to the edge of the water and then jump into a wave that was coming. And then it seemed like they were moving so beautifully, like just swimming right through, so
From far,
aerodynamic.
they look like ducks.
Yeah, that's true. And they apparently get up to about 20-30 kilometers per hour in terms of swimming speed. But when they're walking, they're really slow. They live up to 15 years of age. So it's pretty much similar to a cat or a dog. And they lay eggs. They don't give birth, they lay eggs. So typically in a year, they lay 2 eggs. That's what we read. And right now, you can also see that the beach is full of a lot of feathers. So they go through this process called molting where they shed their entire layer of feathers and then a new coat begins. And this also coincides with the same time that they actually stop eating. It's almost like hibernation, but they're awake the whole time. So they eat, they bulk up, then they start to shed their feathers and they're not eating at that time. And then the cycle repeats every season. So this is it, everybody. Penguins.
First time seeing the penguins. These are the animals which Navneet loves to play with.
What are
Rodents.
they? Hello there, friends. So the map says that the penguins are right here in this area, and then there are a couple of beaches down here. So this walking trail is right here. So we're gonna try that one.
Now we are on the walkway. There is a boardwalk for a few meters.
I think it's
And-
about 500.
That's it. So we walk 500 meters and we reach the last beach.
Yeah. And as you can see, it's very, very green here. So beautiful.
South Africa is green everywhere.
Yeah. I smell animal poopy. I don't know if it's the penguins or something else. But what's also interesting is that there are people's houses just along the same path. So they live so close to nature. You can already see some penguins right there. They're just sitting on the rock there and also on the rock there. Keep this gate closed, Shishira. Most penguins will come.
Now we have come to the other gate. Here you can get in and play in the water. It's the beach area.
There's actually a nice beach with a lot of boulders, but we also spotted some penguins along the way. I don't know if they're inside somewhere hiding.
They'll try to go between the boulders and search for them.
Yeah.
But there are way too many people today.
Going further because there'll be lots of people.
It's right there. We've now switched into our swimming clothes because it's the end of the road here, and the only way to get across the boulders is in the water. So let's go. Ooh, it's cold water. There's a penguin right here.
We just found a spot on the beach to relax, and we have some guests.
Just sitting by the penguins now, and they're so quiet. They're not making any sound at all. And one of them is just staring at the rock in front of him. The other one looks like he's swimming, but he's on a rock. And there's two of them right here next to me. It's so close to them right now.
It's so cute. They're just looking up at the sun and just soaking in.
Look everybody, 3 penguins.
That's a penguin.
There's 2 more penguins right there.
I am swimming with the penguins and a navi.
Hello there. You can see the penguins right there. But they say you can't cross this point.
Time to leave. We said bye-bye to the penguins. And we got changed. Now we are going back to the entrance. We are very, very hungry after playing in the water for so long.
But the water is still so tempting. Like with the sun being overhead right now, everything looks so beautifully blue. There's so many people in the water. Anyway, at the entrance of this park, there's a bunch of restaurants. So we're hoping to get some lunch there.
Wow.
Look at that. That's what it looks like. So cool.
You want more chili? Just say it. Yeah, sure.
Wow, that looks like a big one.
Big one. Haven't had a good burger in a long time.
So juicy.
Oh, it's so nice. Very spicy. So the patty itself is made with red bean. I can taste some gherkins, onions, cheese, lettuce, and tomatoes. It's really crunchy.
Supermarket and got ourselves some dessert. This is like an ice cream which is inside this small plastic cover, but it tastes so good. It's like thick chocolatey milkshake which is frozen.
So we got 2 flavors. This one's caramel, that one's chocolate. And actually we learned about this from Bullet, the really kind truck driver who brought us across from Namibia to Cape Town. While riding the truck with him, that's the first time we actually had one of these. And it's really, really addictive.
go back, heat it up, and eat. Now we've got so many of those deserts again.
So thanks you guys for coming and looking at the penguins with us. And we'll see you again in the next video.
Bingo!
Bye bye. So we're now on the walkway. It's a pretty colorful place. It's not colorful, it's just one color, Shishira.
And if you see, Navneet and I both have been dressed like penguins today.
Although I have a crocodile on me, so I can scare them off. Apparently, if you go to touch them or feed them, they'll take the food, but they'll also bite you. So, kind of reminds me of Shish.
Subscribe!